what has happened in our archives, actually possibly the Britishers and other colonizers took more photographs of us than Indian people, Indian media. And you see that in the Mahad Satyagraha, which was possibly the biggest um, event in Dalit history, recent history, that, there were photographers, there was Indian media, all of these people were there, and 10,000 people came to this Satyagraha, but they were never photographed because this event was never considered important enough to be photographed. And so there is this conscious wiping out by Indian people who have refused to acknowledge Dalit events as Indian events in that way, worthy of being photographed. But at the same time, now with all of this access to phones, to technology, in a really basic way, I mean, we obviously got access to technology slower than upper caste people, but now it is sort of democratized in a different way. We are taking our own photographs, and I think that's really special. Like, they don't have to be, my mom takes a lot of selfies. She takes pictures of flowers, she takes pictures of her friends, and she loves like just photographing. And for me, that's as important as something that might or might not sit in an institution, because she's telling her own history through this, her own story, which, even though she's faced horrific things in her life, she's choosing to show the more like beautiful aspects of her life, whether it's her own face or whether it's like pictures of flowers. And like, I feel like that is also a Dalit documentation that is as valid as something else. Which is why I put this group family photo, because this is how we represent ourselves. This is how we see ourselves for each other. And just because they're not validated by big museums doesn't mean that they're quite an integral part of documenting, especially because we have so many years to catch up on. We haven't had access to like a pen and paper for 2000 years. We haven't had access to, forget a camera. So now our poetry is very strong, our literature is very incredible, so is our photography, but it's just important to show these like everyday images, I guess. So as much as, Wake Up Call for My Ancestors is speaking about ancestors, it's also the fact that these ancestors survived and resisted enough to make people like us here, and it's a celebration in that way, and it's a celebration of like who we are today, who our families are today,